Okay, next let's take a look at getters and setters that are something that's really simple and invisible that gets generated in Kotlin. And if you're writing only Kotlin code, it's something that does not affect you. But when you start writing, Java and Kotlin interop code, then you'll start seeing the difference here. So I'm say create a person called say let's say a man class in Kotlin. Okay, and a man has a name, right? So let's say I go along with var name string, right? And I just give it an empty string name by default. And let's say I have like other things like var age, which is of type int, and it's also empty. And yep, so sorry, one age is of 18, and John Doe is the default name. So this is my man class. And if I create a woman class in Java, okay, so let's say create a woman class in Java. So if I make a similar class which is very similar to this one, what I would do is I will add a string name equal to say Jane Doe, and I will add in say int age equal to 18. Okay, so this is my woman.java class, and this is my man.kt class. And if I compile my man.kt class to bytecode, and I decompile again, the code should be pretty similar to this woman class, right? But if I do that, if I go to tools in Kotlin, and I convert this to Kotlin bytecode, and if I just decompile this, so you'll find that there are a lot of things that are different. So this man class contains a private string name, although I had not set these as private. And it has actually getters and setters, get name set name and get age set age. These getters and setters have been generated. So that does not happen with Java, of course, right? So this is something that Kotlin does for you pretty nicely. It creates your own getters and setters automatically and creates these as private variables, which is a good practice to do if you're writing Java code. But if you write it in Kotlin, it will automatically do it for you. Which also means is that if I am like creating this Java file called creator, and if I have and I do so if I were to create a new man, I can do something like this, right? If I have to create, first of all, a new man, right? So I will do and if I do woman Eve equal to new woman, right? Now if I have to set the name for Eve, I can do Eve dot name equal to Eve, just like this. But if I have to set the name for Adam, if I do Adam dot name equal to Adam, that of course does not work. Okay, so this is the problem. So what if I had created this creator class in Kotlin? So if I have a Kotlin creator class, right, let's just say I call it God maybe, okay, and it has this main function out here, and I can just write the main function right there, and I can write okay. So now if I have to create this man and new woman, I can do, you know, val Adam equal to man, and val Eve equal to woman, and I can write, you know, Eve dot name equal to Eve here, and I can actually write Adam dot name equal to Adam here. So if I'm just using Kotlin with Kotlin, this does not create a problem for me, because if I, you know, just compile this down to bytecode, and if I decompile it, you will see that, you know, it is doing Adam dot set Eve set name automatically, and Eve dot name. So if you're calling a you know, Kotlin class from another Kotlin class, it will automatically call the getters and the setters if they exist, and if it's a Java class, then it will do it like a field. Okay. But here you have a problem. You can't do Adam.name from Java. You will have to do Adam.setName and like this. Okay. So while this is not a problem, sometimes you might actually want these to not have getters and setters. You might want them actually to be, you know, proper Java fields. So in that case, you can add this annotation called JVM field. JVM field. And here also you can add this annotation called JVM field. These are called annotations, and what these annotations do is, now if I, you know, just go to my bytecode again and decompile it and see, so now you can see these are public direct fields, which means like in creator.java you can directly do Adam.name equal to Adam instead of having to do Adam.setName. So if you really want Java like fields which do not have the, you know, extra benefit of the setters and getters, then you can attach the JVM field annotations. Okay.